Yeah, Barbara, it's Richie. Yeah, look it, I ain't never coming home no more. Take it easy. Yeah.
Yep, and that's exactly how I feel at the moment. I'm Richie, and the U.S. is Barbara. But I still hesitate to say never because you never know what can happen. I do have family still in the U.S., so you never know what could happen. But if I had it my way, I would never live in the United States ever again. And I know that statement is gonna piss some people off because as an American, you must love America regardless. And I'm gonna tell you, I received some nasty emails from people from that video that I made, Why I Left America for Good. And it proves my point as the reason why I left. And here's what I can't understand, is that why do people get so upset at videos like that when people are talking about why they left America? They get in the comment section and they be so upset. It's like, nobody's asking you to leave. If you want to stay, you can stay. And guess what? I'm not mad that you want to stay. But to get into somebody's comment section and just start talking all crazy, it's ridiculous. I mean, everybody has a different experience, so you can't force people to see your perspective. If that's their experience, that's their experience. You can do whatever you want to do with your life as you see fit. Same as people like me. If we decide we want to leave the country, so be it. So save yourself the time and stop typing in the comment sections about how wrong I am about America, because number one, I'm already gone. Number two, I'm already living a better life. And number three, I already don't care. So since March of 2024, I've been living here in Dominican Republic for 3 years. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like that long. Actually, it feels like it's much shorter. But you know what they say? Time flies when you're having fun. But what I like to say is that time flies when you're enjoying yourself. I say that because fun to me is fleeting. It's a temporary thrill or excitement, whereas enjoyment, it's a feeling, it's a satisfaction you get. So it's not like I'm having fun every single day, but I am enjoying myself every single day. And I want to touch up on this topic, but not today. I'll do it on another day, because people think when they move abroad that it's like a vacation, that you're gonna have fun every day, and it's just not like that. So don't move abroad looking for fun. Move abroad because you're seeking to enjoy your life. Since I first traveled here back in 2008, 2009, I knew at that point that I wanted to live here in Dominican Republic at some point in my life. The culture back then reminded me so much of what I was used to when I was growing up in the 80s. So now that I've made living here my reality, what are my thoughts of living in Dominican Republic, and how has it impacted me since I've been here? Since living here, I've been able to create a work-life balance, something I was not able to do when I was living in the US due to the constant grind, the rising cost of everything, trying to keep up. It was just very difficult to have that work-life balance. And since moving here, I've lowered my cost of living. I don't have to work as much, and it frees up a lot of time for me and my family. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I still work a lot because I still have goals. But when I want to take a vacation, I can. If I want to take a week or two off, I can. If I just want to get up in the middle of the day while I'm working and just leave out, I can. Since I'm in a position to control my schedule, I have flexibility, I can run my day. Whenever I'm starting to feel overwhelmed, I can ease my foot up off the gas. Back in the States, there was no easing my foot off the gas. You ease your foot off the gas in the US and you're gonna get left behind. Also, since being here, I've been able to eat healthier, especially with fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and the natural juices. Listen, all their fruits got seeds. Their grapes got seeds, their watermelons got seeds, like they're supposed to. Their onions and tomatoes look like they're supposed to. They don't look like soccer balls. I remember when I first saw those onions, I was like, why are these onions so small? Because I was so used to those genetically altered onions that was the size of a baby's head. The same with the meats here. They're not pumped full of those GMOs. So when you see chicken wings, they're much smaller than the chicken wings you'll see in the US. The chicken wings in the US are just way too big. Man, I get disgusted just by looking at those wings, let alone even eating them. Like here, they don't eat a lot of processed foods. Dominicans cook with a lot of natural herbs and spices. And also there's not a lot of fast food restaurants here. They're not available to you like they are in the US. Like on every corner, there's about 10 fast food restaurants in the US. And I'm not saying that all Dominican food is healthy, but it is healthier than all the chemically altered food that's in America. And I know this because you rarely see an overweight Dominican. Now I know this is gonna piss somebody off, but still, it's the truth. You rarely see overweight Dominican people. Now, I'm not saying they don't exist, but you rarely see them. That's all I'm saying. And another thing I like about here is I feel safe. Now, one thing, depending on who you're asking, you may get a different answer, because I've heard people say that it's unsafe. But if you're coming from the US and you consider DR unsafe, it's kind of weird to me. In the 3 years that I've been living here, not one time have I felt my life has been in danger. Even when the police pulls me over, I don't feel unsafe. I know in that interaction, 99.9% of the time, I'm gonna make it home. Even when I go out at night, the clubs, the bars, the lounges, even in front of the Kamado, I never feel unsafe. I never have an inkling of a thought that something's gonna pop off. I just never feel that there's a possible threat of violence every time I leave my house. Now, do things happen in DR? Of course they do, but not to the point where I feel unsafe for me and my family. Another thing I like about living here is the sense of family and community. Since being here, I've regained my sense of family and community. Dominicans are very family-oriented and community-oriented. You're always made to feel welcome by family, friends, and neighbors. And I'm married to a Dominican woman, so I know this firsthand. And there's always a family member doing something where they invite us over. And I love attending these gatherings, man. They just feel so genuine. Sometimes they'll stop over, sometimes we'll stop over just to have a beer and just to say hi. And here, your neighbors are your neighbors. You know them, you speak to them, they invite you over, they bake you apple pie. Nah, I'm kidding about the apple pie. They ain't baking no apple pie. But I do enjoy that my daughter can go to the neighbor's house and play without me even having to worry. Yes, kids still here play together, and they also play outside. And me seeing my daughter enjoy herself as a kid like she should really brings a lot of enjoyment and excitement to me. And the last thing I like about living here is healthcare. The healthcare in DR is very affordable. We pay a family of 3. We have the second best healthcare plan with the company that we're with, and we pay $181 a month. Now, when I was living in Fort Lauderdale in the company I was working for, I was paying $750 a month. So right there, you see I have over $6,500 savings a year just by moving here to Dominican Republic. Now, I won't go as far as to say that their healthcare system is better than the US, but I know for basic general healthcare, it's absolutely great. For minor surgeries, it's absolutely great. For major surgeries, I'm not sure, but I don't know anybody that had any major surgeries over here. But as far as general healthcare and minor surgeries and dental, the healthcare system here is really good. So 3 years later, I feel the same as I felt when I first moved here. So let's see in another 3 years if I have that same perspective. And until then, always remember, keep your goals at the forefront of your mind. Always live in the present, because that's the only way you can live your best life. I'm out.
Je bocht aan mijn best life, yeah. Je bocht aan mijn best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. Je bocht aan mijn best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing, no.